Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ, where we're here chilling in the headquarters. For the last few videos on the headquarters that I've uploaded in the comment section, many of you guys have let me know that your headquarters in-game are still not populated, you're still alone in your headquarters. Well, in this video, I wanted to give you an update on why that is and what you can expect in the very near future of that being solved. I also wanted to talk about the error code 1, 3, and 5 problem that a lot of people have been having and present a bunch of fixes that might actually fix the problem for you. I put up a poll on my Twitter page today, links in the description, would appreciate a follow, of how many of you guys are still alone in your headquarters. Out of the near 900 responded so far, 85% of you said you are still alone. The timeline for this alone in the headquarters issue dates back to around a day or two after launch. For many people in North America at least, around a day or two after launch, we were seeing other people in our headquarters, though I've heard for some regions of the globe, they never saw them even at launch. Well, as I'm sure you guys remember, these servers for Call of Duty WW2 were taking a beating. Well, a large part of that apparently was because of the extra server load that was dedicated to hosting all of the individual headquarters lobbies. So in order to ensure that there was enough server power to host everybody's multiplayer games, Sledgehammer decided to shut down all of the individual servers hosting the multiplayer headquarters. That's why many of you have been alone in the headquarters ever since. Now, approximately 2 weeks ago, Sledgehammer began activating those public headquarters servers again in regions. So for example, I know that here in Canada, we've had it for the last 2 weeks, while our neighbors to the south have not. Gradually, Sledgehammer began activating headquarters servers in other regions. So I know some places on the East Coast of the US began getting multiplayer headquarters servers, but it seems like their test rollout was first cut short. I know that our friends in the United Kingdom never actually got this test of multiplayer headquarters, so they've been alone the whole time. Even some places in the United States never got multiplayer headquarters, but for the select few regions in the United States that did, the test didn't last very long, only approximately 2 days before they shut off headquarters servers again. So that's why you might have noticed you had multiplayer headquarters for 2 days and then all of a sudden you're alone again. The reason for that we understand was because of the double XP multiplayer weekend. They expected a heavier load on the game's servers and multiplayer, so that's why they wanted to save the extra server space to try to accommodate that. That's from what we understand anyways. Now, what you can expect in the future. If you watched our last headquarters update video, you know that Sledgehammer released a blog post where they addressed this issue. They said this: "Our goal from day one has been for everybody to experience HQ as a fully populated space where you can socialize, compete, show off, and earn rewards. We've been testing HQ in a variety of regions and continue to drive towards that goal for everyone globally. We expect that they'll be rolling out a wider test of multiplayer HQ when the new major patch drops into COD World War II, which we expect will be next Tuesday. In the meantime, some of those multiplayer HQ tests that they did roll out remain, so we'd still have multiplayer headquarters here in Canada. If you really wanted to get into a multiplayer HQ, I'm sure you can use a VPN to fake a connection as Canadian, and from there maybe it'll let you play in a multiplayer HQ. But other than that, it seems like the only option right now is to wait until next Tuesday when they hopefully release that new patch and begin a wider test of multiplayer HQ. Before we move on to the next topic, make sure you leave a comment down below whether or not you have public HQ enabled right now, your general region, so like Canada or New York State or something like that. It'd be awesome to develop a general list of where HQ is active right now and where it isn't, and I'll try to update my description of this video to include where those regions are. So a huge problem that's seemingly cropped up again over the last week or so is the abundance of error codes within Call of Duty World War II. If you haven't gotten them now, there is a chance you'll get them in the future whenever they decide to release a minor hotfix or update. The issue that a lot of people have been having has been based around error codes 1, 3, and 5, of which the symptoms are basically a continuous download loop, where the game tells you it needs to restart after trying to download an update. It restarts your game, it downloads again, and the problem just continues over and over, so you can never connect online. So far there's been a bunch of different fixes for this problem. I'm gonna try to present as many as I can, or as many that I know. Hopefully this fixes the error code for you, but no promises. We don't really know 100% what's causing this, so there's like no official word from Sledgehammer about how exactly we're supposed to be solving these problems. The first fix that I've seen reported involves you trying to download the update. You'll get the error code, then you want to head into your settings, and I'm sure this can be replicated on the Xbox or via an Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi adapter on the PC, but what you want to do is shut down your internet connectivity by clicking this checkmark box here on the PS4. Then you want to go ahead and close your application, turn your Wi-Fi back on, and restart the game. Hopefully that method helps the issue. If it doesn't, move on to number 2. The second method is, instead of trying to hop into the online sphere, trying to get into multiplayer, you actually want to go into local play. In local play, it'll probably try to download its own update. I've heard reports of people's updates actually finishing and working when they try to enter local play, which means when they leave local play, try to enter multiplayer, the error message no longer pops up, and they can hop on and play multiplayer a-okay. The third fix that I've heard has to do with switching where exactly your internet comes from on your device. So either switching from an Ethernet cable, right, a wired connection, to a wireless connection, or from a wireless connection to a wired connection. I've heard that that might reset the way the update interacts with your game, and I've seen reported that that could possibly fix the issue. Another fix that's been reported to work is actually, instead of using your regular Wi-Fi or a regular wired connection, is to route the Wi-Fi through your phone, using your phone as a mobile hotspot for your device. A quick Google search can show you how to do this, but on Android it's down in your settings, go into more networks, and you'll see the tethering in mobile hotspot. You just turn on your mobile hotspot. From there, connect your gaming device to your cell phone's mobile hotspot, and I've heard that that will actually download the patch successfully. Another fix that I've seen reported is the brute force method. So basically what you want to do is hop in a game, you'll get the error code. First time you want to wait around 10 to 15 minutes with that error code popped up. Then you want to restart your game. If you keep getting the error code, continue to try over and over and over again. I've heard reports that maybe like the 5th or 6th try, or even after waiting the 10 minutes, they'll actually hop in a game, the update error won't be there anymore, and they can get into multiplayer just fine. Another reported fix involves hopping into the zombies menu, playing in a custom match. You don't have to play very long, you just have to get into a custom match, go down, then leave the zombies menu, hop back into multiplayer, and it's been reported that when you actually try to get back into multiplayer, the error will no longer occur, the patch will be downloaded, and you'll be able to play just fine. Lastly, this one is a PC exclusive fix. What you have to do is hop into the folder where your Call of Duty World War II is installed. You'll see the main folder. You want to delete that folder and then start the game up again. Steam will detect that that folder has been deleted. It will re-download the files associated with that folder, and I've heard when those files have been re-downloaded, the update will go through, no problems. Hopefully one of those many methods have worked for you guys. If you've tried one of those methods and they have worked, again, let me know in the comments. We have to develop a list here of things that for sure are working and things that don't seem to be. If you've tried all of these potential fixes and none of them work, there are unfortunately 3 options for you. The very first is to contact Activision Assist over on Twitter. You want to DM them, explain to them specifically what your error code and problem is, and hopefully they'll get back to you with some other fix maybe that I didn't mention. The second thing is unfortunately just to wait for a patch. Sledgehammer has been very quiet on these error code issues. They haven't given us any public fix so far, so unfortunately you might just have to wait. And lastly, this is a similar process on all the PC, Xbox, and PS4, is to totally uninstall the game either from your computer or your game system and then reinstall everything. That is obviously something that'll take a while, but there is a potential that that will actually fix the problem. Solo headquarters sucks and all, but when you can't even play the game in multiplayer, it sucks a lot worse. So I definitely feel for you guys that are having that issue. If you stuck around this long, I do very much appreciate. Thank you for watching. I am thinking of doing like a headquarters myth busting video. I might extend that to Call of Duty World War II in general. So if you have any ideas for myths that we can bust here in the headquarters, for example, can you shoot down some of the fighter aircraft and bomber aircraft flying above the headquarters with a rocket? Definitely let me know over on Twitter or in the comments. If I see yours and I like it and I perform it, I'll include you in the video. Well, that wraps things up, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you with another Call of Duty World War II video tomorrow. Peace out.